right, everybody, good morning. I'm going to read the book Planting a Rainbow by Lois Ehlert Lois Ehlert. So the fall fours are going to be planting seeds today, sunflower seeds. So I thought this book was quite appropriate. We've been learning about plants this week and planting seeds and making flowers and such. So I thought this would be a perfect book for today. And my cat Priscilla may help out. So, planting a rainbow. Every year, Mom and I plant a rainbow. What colors does a rainbow have? It looks like purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. That's right. So in the fall, we buy some bulbs and plant them in the ground. So let's go over some of these bulbs. So there's the orange tiger lily bulb. There's also the red tulip bulb, orange tulip bulb, yellow daffodil bulb, blue hyacinth bulb, purple crocus corm, that's a new one, purple crocus, purple bearded iris rhizome. All right, so we have all the different colors of the rainbow here. Miss Joy has tulips in her yard, and I also believe I have a couple of bearded irises. Don't have any of the others, though, I don't think. So that might be something I get to plant in the future. We order seeds from catalogs and wait all winter long. Oh my goodness, look at all these different ones. This one's phlox. Miss Joy wants to plant some of that this year. Morning glories, zinnia, asters, cornflowers, daisies, marigolds. Speaking of marigolds, Miss Addie was planting marigolds yesterday. They were so pretty. So, and let's see, Bee planted an herb. She planted basil, I think it was. Oh, love basil. So herbs are great for cooking. So I suggest growing some herbs too. Miss Joy's going to plant some of that stuff today too. For spring to warm the soil and sprout the bulbs. So they had to wait all winter long for spring, and right now we are in spring. So some of these flowers are blooming around you right now. So look at the tulip. These two tulips are starting to grow, and I think most of the tulips have already come up. Hyacinth. The hyacinth is coming up and it's blue. The crocus is purple and it's starting to bloom. The tulip, there's the tulip there, so pretty. These are both tulips, it looks like. The daffodil, those are one of my favorites. Those are yellow. Hyacinth is starting to come up, and crocus is starting to come up. Look at how pretty. Then it's time to go to the garden center to select some seedlings. So some of these are already growing. So you're going to plant your seed today, and it's just going to be the seed, and it needs the sunlight and the water to be able to grow, and air. We also need air for our seed. So we're going to put that in a sunshiny place, and it's going to start to grow too. But these are seedlings that have already been started by probably a garden center. That's where Miss Joy went to get some of her flowers that I'll show you later, was a garden center, because they were already starting to grow. Miss Joy does have a greenhouse. I'm going to try and get it cleaned up. We haven't got to ever use it. It's more of been storage. But this year my mom and I have decided that we're going to go ahead and clean it out and start some seedlings. So maybe in the fall I'll actually have little seedlings that I can plant myself, that I grew myself. So right here, this is a rose bush, a poppy. Miss Joy does have poppies in her yard. A delphinium, violet, pansy, fern, and carnation. Oh my goodness, so they got all sorts of pretty flowers. We sow the seeds and set out the plants in soil. So sowing the seeds means they dig the holes, okay, and then they put the plants in the soil. So the roses got put in the soil, and the violets, and the delphiniums, and the poppies, and the fern, and the pansies, and the carnation. Ooh, they're all going to be gorgeous. The tiger lily, the daisy, phlox, aster, marigold, zinnia, morning glory, cornflower, iris. So these ones are the little seeds, okay, that they planted and they sowed. And then they did the seedlings that were already starting to grow. they planted those too. Oh, and we watch the rainbow grow. Oh, that's the funnest part, is getting to see the plants bloom into big, beautiful blooms. Look at how gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so pretty. So there's the tiger lily and the daisy starting to grow, and the phlox and the aster and the marigold, zinnias, morning glories, cornflower, iris. There's the rose right here starting to grow its stems and leaves. The violets, purple, the carnations starting to come up, delphiniums, the poppies. My poppies are starting to grow. Pansy and fern. All right. And grow. Look at how beautiful. Isn't that a beautiful rainbow of color? And grow. We have some red flowers. Let's see, what red flowers are there? There's tulips, carnations, and roses that are red. And orange flowers, the tulip, the zinnia, the tiger lily, the poppy. Those are orange. And some yellow blooms, the daisy, marigold, daffodils. Oh my goodness, look at how pretty. That's one of my favorite colors, is the yellow. We grow something green. Look at all those ferns. Aren't they pretty? Miss Joy has some ferns in her backyard. They're beautiful. And some blue flowers. The morning glories are blue. The delphinium is blue. The hyacinth is blue. And the cornflowers are blue. And some purple flowers too. The crocus, phlox, iris, violets, asters, and pansies. Beautiful. All summer long we pick them and bring them home. What is that? That's what's called a bouquet. So they took a whole bunch of the flowers that they grew and put it in a bunch, and that's called a bouquet. And you can put that in a vase and put it in your house. And it's so pretty to look at. They don't last very long, but they are so pretty to look at. And when summer is over, we know we can grow our rainbow again next year. So a lot of those flowers that are in this book are called perennials. There are two types of flowers, perennials and annuals. Perennials come back every year, like the bulbs that we saw on here, these bulbs. If you plant those type of bulbs, those will come back every year, okay? Annuals are flowers that you only plant and they only last the season. So they really only grow and like to stay healthy for part of a season. So for the spring flowers, some of them will die off, like the tulips, and they won't come back again until next spring. But those are perennials. Then the annuals, like Miss Joy plants begonias. And I love begonias, but during the fall, when it starts getting cold out, they don't like the cold weather, and I can't really keep them alive all winter. So those will die off, and I'll have to buy some more next year, or I'll have to plant seeds to watch them grow. So today we're going to plant mammoth sunflower seeds. So for the fall fours, get ready, because I'm going to record the video here in just a little bit, and we'll plant our seeds and watch them grow, and you'll have yellow sunflowers in the fall. Okay? All right, everybody. Have a great morning.